Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Naranjaiva Narottamam
Devin Saraswatin Vyasam
Devin Saraswatim
Tato Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavadir Naistiti
Bhaktin Bhavati Naistati
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devagi Nandanaya Cha
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Nandagova Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna, welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Let us start the Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we are going to discuss Canto 1, Chapter 19, text number 12. 1, 19, 12. The appearance of Sukadeva Goswami.
जो अपना लोकल है ग्रुप मतलब
So today we are going to discuss the appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. So this sloka is number 12. Please repeat behind me. Sukhopaviṣṭeṣv atha teṣu bhūyaḥ.
Sukhopaviṣṭeṣv atha teṣu bhūyaḥ.
kṛta-praṇāmaḥ sva-cikīrṣitam yat.
kṛta-praṇāmaḥ sva-cikīrṣitam yat.
vijñāpayām vivikta-cetā.
vijñāpayām vivikta-cetā.
upasthito agre abhigṛhīta-pāṇiḥ.
upasthito bhigṛhīta-pāṇiḥ.
Word by word meaning, please repeat behind me. Sukha,
Sukha,
happily.
happily.
Upaviṣṭeṣu,
Upavishṭeṣu,
all sitting down.
all sitting down.
Atha,
Atha,
thereupon.
thereupon.
Teṣu,
Teṣu,
unto them.
unto them.
The visitors.
The visitors.
bhūyaḥ,
Bhūyaḥ,
again.
again.
kṛta-praṇāmaḥ,
kṛta-praṇāmaḥ,
having offered obeisances.
having offered obeisances.
Sva,
Sva,
his own.
his own.
Cikīrṣitam,
Cikīrṣitam,
decision of fasting.
decision of fasting.
Yat,
Yat,
who.
who,
vijñāpayām asha, submitted.
submitted.
vivikta-cetā,
Vivikta-cetā,
one whose mind
one whose
is detached from
is detached from
worldly affairs.
worldly affairs.
upasthitaḥ,
Upasthito,
being present.
being present.
agre,
Agre,
before them.
before
abhigṛhīta-pāṇiḥ,
abhigṛhīta-pāṇiḥ,
humbly with folded hands.
humbly with folded hands.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanavanda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. After all the rishis
After
all the ṛṣis
and others
and
and
others
others
had seated themselves comfortably,
had
had
seated
seated themselves comfortably,
the king,
the king,
humbly standing before them
humbly standing before them,
with folded hands,
with folded
folded hands,
told them of his decision
told them
told them of his decision
to fast until death.
to
to
fast
fast until death.
Purport. Although the king had already decided to fast until death on the banks of the Ganges, he humbly expressed his decision to elicit the opinions of the great authorities present there. Any important decision, however family fixed, should be confirmed by some authority. That makes the matter perfect. This means that the monarchs who ruled the earth in those days were not irresponsible dictators. They scrupulously followed the authoritative decisions of the saints and the sages in terms of Vedic injunction. Mahārāja Parīkṣit, as a perfect king, followed the principles by consulting the authorities even up to the last day of his life. Hare Krishna. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमद् भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितमेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna. Devotees, this we are discussing continuation of the same chapter. So till the last sloka we discussed that Parīkṣit Maharaj decided to leave his material life and he left his kingdom, he left his family, all his material comfort he left, and he came back to the banks of the river, and he wanted to, he came to know that he has only 7 days left for his life in this material world. So he asked the authorities, what is the best thing he can do for the 7 days? All the authorities, all the sages, they advised him to discuss about Krishna is the best thing to do in the last stage of life. So he decided to came to the banks of the river, and he wanted to fast until death. So he took the decision, and he wanted to give that. He invited by this same news spread across the globe, across the universe also. Even Narada Muni came from that Vaikuntha planet. He was always roaming here and there. He also came there. So all the Rishi Munis from all over the universe came to this occasion, and they wanted to, one thing is they wanted to bless, and another thing, they wanted to have the association of the devotees, as well as they want to hear the Bhagavata, because the great thing is going to happen in the next 7 days. For that, everybody assembled there. So now the next scene is, everybody came over there, everybody sat on their position. So now the king, he get up from his position, he was standing before them with folded hands, and he is telling his decision. What his decision is? I'm going to fast until death, because I have only 7 days. I am going to fast until death. This is my decision. I took this decision. So he is asking the authoritative approve there. So Prabhupada is explaining that although the king is already decided to fast until death, the banks of the Ganges, he humbly expressed his decision to elicit the opinion of the great authorities present there. So here he is saying that whatever the decisions we are taking in any important decision we are taking in our life, from this sloka, we can understand that we need to get the authorities' approval also. So if the authorities are approving this, then that will be a perfect thing. So that is the way here the king, even though he is the king, he has the rights to take his own decisions. There is nobody only except the God. Nobody is beyond him. He is the topmost in the society. He can take any decision, but still he is asking all the authorities' permission there. He is perfectly asking with the folded hands. He did the obeisances to all the who all came their sages and sages and Rishi Munis. He did the obeisances, and he was asking, and he is telling his decision, I'm going to fast until death. Please bless me. Like that, he was asking all the authority. So here, from here, we can see that see, King Parīkṣit Maharaj, he know only 7 days are there. So it is not necessary to follow any authoritative, anything, whatever he want, his own self he can do. But here also, he was, before coming to Ganges, banks of Ganges, he was asking all the pandits, all the ministers, all the brahmanas who are advising committee because always the kings, the Brahmana community is supposed to give the advice to the king, who are the land, they are learned people. They learn the Vedas and they will always advise the king what is said in the scriptures. So always get the spiritual authority, get the permission. That is good. Well, always the kings, always not only this Mahārāja Parīkṣit, the Vedic culture, the kings always used to follow this. So they may be Kshatriyas. So even whatever the important decision need to take in this for the welfare of the society, first they will ask the authorities. Authorities in the sense they consider that the Brahmana community who are all giving the advice, who are all knows the scriptures, he took them as authority. The Mahārāja Parīkṣit here, he took them as authority. And any other Vedic culture kings, they used to have such kind of group of pandits. So they will ask the decision from them, approval from them. So if they are approved, then that makes that matter perfect. That's what here also Prabhupada is saying that. So even though the king came fast until death, he was make it the perfect to get the permission from everyone. He was asking the permission from everyone. So this is one of the great lesson we have to learn from this sloka. So we should have the authority in our life. We should have some authority in our life. Any spiritual matter and the material matter. We should have some authority. We should follow some authority if we are taking some decisions, whether the decisions are correct or not. So in the material decision also, we should have asked that authority whether it is correct or not, and whether I'm going in the right way, like that. See, in the many situations in our life, every day, the day-to-day activities also, we have to take permissions, we have to take decisions. Yes or no decisions will be there. So even from the small things, whether do I take should I take rice here today or idli dosa today? Should I wear this dress, that dress? Should I go by bike or go by bus? So all the decisions are there. Some of the decisions we will make our parents as a authority. We will ask our parents whether should I do this or not. So they will give they are the experienced people, parents or the elderly people in our family. We will ask them, I'm planning like this, whether it is correct or not, shall I go out on that? So the parents or elderly people, they will put up their own experiences because they also come across this our ages. So they will put their own experiences to us. Okay, I did when I was in that time. So it was success or failure, it happened. This is my experience. So they will put us on that. So if it is a success, okay, we will also follow in that way. If it is a failure for them, we will learn the lessons. What the mistake they did, then that we will learn. My elderly people, my family, they did in this way. So they got a lesson from this. Why I'm a failure in that. So I should not do this. So we will get any of the lesson from the elderly people. That's the reason in the material thing also, we have to follow some authorities in our life. And that should be also in the humble manner. See, here it is mentioned that he humbly expressed his decision and elicit the opinions. So it is not like that. If somebody is there in your, just wanted to inform them. That is my duty. So just I'm informing them. Whatever you say, I am just informing them. If it should not be in that mood. Also, our mood should be the humbly we need to ask, so that they will also take care of us. They will also care for our whatever the decision we are taking. They will care for that. Then they will give the correct suggestion to us. So that is the best advice, best thing we need to follow in our life. If any decision, spiritually or materially, we have to follow some authorities. We need to get the decision from them. And if you see the scriptures, all of them, anybody, they followed the great people, they followed the authorities. Even when Krishna came in this material world, he followed the authorities. He followed whatever his parents are saying till when he was in the childhood. He followed his parents, and he went to Parasara Muni ashram to study. So because I am the Supreme Lord, even Supreme Lord himself, he followed the custom. Like there should be authority. So spiritual knowledge means that, so that knowledge also should come from the authority. Even though all the scriptures, everything come out from the Supreme Lord, but still when he took the form of Krishna and a coward boy, he also showed to the world that I am also following this authority. So he went to Parasara Muni and he learned the scriptures from him. So, and all the decisions, whatever the decision making, Sandipani Muni. Sorry, not Parasara Muni, Sandipani Muni. So Sandipani Muni, he followed Sandipani Muni ashram, he learned the things. So this is the way. So always the spiritual authority we should have in our life so that they will guide us in the proper way. So that is the reason we should have, for spiritual advice, we should have a guru for that. So in how to get the advice from the guru, there also is Krishna telling in text number Bhagavad Gita, text number 4.32. What are you saying that? Tatvidhi pranipadena praniprasnena sevaya upadekshanti teñānam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. So in that, what he is saying that just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. The self-realized souls can impart knowledge unto you because they have seen the truth. So this is the way we need to approach a spiritually advice. If we need, then we need to approach a spiritual master in this way. So that is the reason Krishna is saying that to learn the things, all the truth in the sense, what? The spiritual knowledge, that is the truth. So to learn that, we need to approach a spiritual master. And he's saying that inquire from him submissively. The submissiveness should be there. Then only, see, if you go to the Rishi Muni Sadhu, they don't have any materially, they are not well-versed, and physically also they are not strong. So, but they are strong in the scriptural knowledge and they have strong faith in Krishna. That is the only thing they are running, because they never afraid of anything. They never take care of, they never worry about their health and all. They will always, they have the understanding that this body is different and my soul is different. So this body is just a machine. So that mentality there always will be there. And their mood also always taking themselves towards Krishna. Also, who are all following him, he give that perfect advice to them and taking them also towards Krishna. That is their only work. So in that kind of persons, we need to approach them submissively. We can inquire from them submissively. And also, it is not just like I'm going to go and use my spiritual master, go and just ask questions and come back. It is not like that. We need to, here Krishna is saying that render service unto him. We need to do some service unto him. Any form of the service we need to do. It is not necessary to, we need to, the physical, we need to prepare food for him, we need to do massage on his body. There is a two sevas, two kind of sevas are there. Vapu seva and Vapu seva. So Vapu means it's a body. So we can, for needs of the body, the spiritual master body, we can do the service. Or Vapu seva in the sense, whatever the spiritual master is saying to us, for that also, we can tell them that, for that, for the Vapu seva, for the body also, we can give the advice. So the Vapu seva and Vapu seva. Now bodily and Vapu means it is their words. Whatever the words they are saying, okay, do this, do that, they will say. So if you follow them, that also, so that also it's a more or less it's the same seva. So Vapu and Vapu, there are no difference in the sum. But not everyone can do the Vapu seva. Not everyone get the chance to do the seva to their body. So Vapu seva is greater than doing the Vapu seva. Because Vapu seva, it is only it is temporary, because we are giving the seva to temporary only. But Vapu seva, whatever the spiritual authority is giving through words, and that seva, it is always aligned with the previous acharyas, is aligned with the scriptures. If you follow that, we will definitely get the success in our life. So following the spiritual authority. So we need to see, we need to follow the spiritual authority to do the seva. So whatever the Vani, whatever the whatever the two sevas we discussed, Vapu seva and sorry, not Vapu. Vapu means body, and I said Vapu Vapu, not Vapu. Vapu and Vani, two sevas. This is my mistake. Vapu means body, and Vani means whatever the authority is saying. So Vani, that is words. So that we have to follow. So Vapu seva, Vani seva, two sevas are there. We can do either of them. If you get a chance to do the Vapu seva, if you get the chance to serve the spiritual master to his Vapu, that is also best. And Prabhupada also followed not the Vapu seva, he has followed the Vani seva. His spiritual master told him, go and spread the Western world's this Krishna consciousness. So that is a Vapu seva, sorry, Vani seva. So whatever the spiritual master told, he went and he did that. So Vapu seva, it is a great, Vani seva is a great thing to do that. Sometimes it may be chances that we get the chance to do the Vapu seva. So for the health of the spiritual master, we can spend some Lakshmi, we can give that the Lakshmi also. Indirectly it will be useful for the Vapu of the spiritual master. That also we can do that. And even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he also followed the authority when he was in this material world. So authority in the sense, he took his mother as authority and others devotees as authority. When he decided to go to Vrindavana, all so all the authorities, they told him that all the other devotees, he took them all the other devotees as his associates. So he took them as authority, and he inquired from them, and they told him that you don't want to go to you don't go to Vrindavana, you please stay here. And his mother also told, okay, I because you are very near to, if you stay very near, I can get the news. How are you? You please stay here. So he took them as authority. He was staying in Odisha, in Jagannath Puri. He stayed in Jagannath Puri. So see also, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he followed the authority of his mother and the devotees. So this is, so following the authority is a great thing. And even when Lord Ram, when he was following this, when he was on the way to, along with Vishwamitra, there also he followed the authorities. So the authorities, he followed the authorities. How he followed the authorities? First, because Vishwamitra came and his father, he asked his father, first the father allowed him to go along with Vishwamitra. Then he came along with Vishwamitra. And when they went to Mithila, there is a what is that? They broke the bow and arrow. So there is a Swayamvara. So Sita Swayamvara is happening that time. So they attended and Vishwamitra took Ram Lakshman also to the Swayamvara. Then Ram took the bow and arrow, and he wanted to knot the thread there. Then he need to broke the bow. During that time also, he took the permission of Vishwamitra. Then he did that, and immediately, then after breaking the bow, immediately the Mithila king Janaka, he asked, okay, you can marry my daughter. Then he didn't accept. Okay, he didn't accept it immediately. Okay, so I have my parents. I need to get the permission from them. Then I need to go to them. So even Lord Ram also demonstrated is following the authority, spiritual authority, as well as our parents. He took the permission from the parents before getting marriage to Sita. Then he went like that. So if you see all these things, everybody, all the great people in this world, they'll follow some authority always. So in Bhagavad Gita also, in the 3rd chapter, Krishna is saying that if a great people follow whatever they are following, the other normal people also will follow. That is the reason the great people should follow the spiritual injection. Why it is? Because the normal people also will follow that. So because of that, Krishna is saying that why he is following he don't want to do any of these material work when he was in this material world, because he is beyond that, all those things. He is a supreme lord, but still he did some karma. He did some work when he was in the material world. He was saying that everybody asked why he was doing this. He said that if a great person who is doing some activity, all the normal people follow that. Because if I am sad somewhere, I don't know, because I am a supreme lord, I don't want to do anything. That means others will be also follow the same. So that is the reason I'm showing as an example. I'm doing some service in this. So that is the reason Krishna also did a service when he was in this material world. He was helping all the Pandavas, and he was ruling Dwaraka. He was as a king. He was ruling the Dwaraka, and he was killing the demons. All those activities he can do it from the Golaka Vrindavan also. But why he was coming here and he was doing? He was demonstrating what is the way a devotee need to be lived. So, and the person can lead their life. So that is the way he want to follow to stress the point that follow the authority, so that you will get the right decision. You can take the right decision, and that will be perfect always, because that is aligned with the scriptures. That is the reason Krishna also came over here. He also followed the authorities from childhood onwards, and when he became a Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years back, he also followed the authority. And all of our acharyas also followed the authorities. When Prabhupada came to America, that time also, because nobody is there to advise Prabhupada that time. And he has only a handful of devotees were there. He sat along with those devotees, and he asked, okay, I am planning to do this. What is your opinion? Then all the other devotees told Prabhupada, you are the senior over here, senior most person over here. You are the acharya. If suppose he is supposed to do the activities, we will follow. But why are you asking our opinions? Like that he was asking. So Prabhupada told, this is the way we have to, at least others' opinions we need to take. You may have some idea about this, and you can give the negative point of that, then I can accept that also. I can follow that also. I won't do that also. That will be benefit for us. So even that situation also, even though authority is beyond him, that situation also, he consulted with his disciples, whether it's a right decision or not. So this is the way he showed us, whatever the decision we are taking, important decision we are taking in our life, we need to discuss with our well-wishers, so that they will give us the right direction in our life. So this is today's sloka. It is stressing the point that follow the authorities. So whatever the decision, important decision you are taking in your material life or spiritual life, please follow the authorities, so that the decision, the acting, whatever the act we are going to do, that will end with a success, or it will be a perfect thing. And nobody can, if you get the permission from the authorities, nobody can question you. Why, with whom you ask this thing. Everybody knows that you took the permission from the authorities, and you discussed with the authorities, and you followed that. So success or failure, it doesn't matter after that, since you followed the authorities. So following authorities is the main topic we discussed today. So please try to follow the authorities in your spiritual life as well as in the material life, so that we will be in the perfect way. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone. So any doubt, any questions?
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु.
हाँ प्रभु जी, नेक्स्ट एकादशी है ना, तो यहाँ पर ब्रिगेड में सभी डिवोटी को बुलाना चाह रहा हूँ.
आपका आवाज नहीं है, बराबर नहीं आ रहा.
हेलो.
हाँ बोलिए.
हाँ हाँ प्रभु जी, ये ब्रिगेड में ना, हम लोग अभी ब्रिगेड जो शिफ्ट किया ना, तो नेक्स्ट